What is going on, guys? It's MrVerry here, and today we are going to be doing Fury Gate for the Grindfest because guess what? It's finally back, and I am so excited. I'm so happy to finally have this place back. It's been a long time coming since I've been here, and I've been craving to be here for a while now, but it's just been one thing after another, and we're gonna take out this Dragonling. We're not gonna let him run, no. No, no, no. Alright, so now we're gonna have one more Dragonling, which, funny enough, we're riding on. And then comes the Furies. And of course, I'm also about to get my level, which is cool. And we're gonna drop him with an oh my god, get out of here with that. There we go. And here comes our Fury. And ooh, she ran right through the energy wall. Oh, because I hit her with the avalanche. That's why I was like, what? Um so yeah, Fury Gate is here and it's apparently open, so I'm very happy about that. I'm excited to get going. And we're gonna see my level very soon here. And of course we got Dragonlings, there's gonna be a Hellfire Fighter, there's gonna be a whole plethora of fun creatures. And we're gonna drop him, yeah. And we just lured an Infernalist on ourselves, which is absolutely fine. What we're gonna do here is just attack the Dragonling while using avalanches to deal some damage to the Infernalist. And now that the Dragonling gets shy and takes off, we're going to bring him down with an SD and then an Icicle. And now we know where the Infernalist is, so time to drop him. Of course, we're not dropping him quite as quickly as we were before because we don't have the added power of the proper wand, because the best wand for this entire area is by far the Wand of Defiance for mages. And I brought a small amount of icicles. I mainly tried to bring SDs because faster experience and they're more effective even on the... And I just get beamed by a Hellfire Fighter, but luckily it was a fairly weak one, although it doesn't really matter. I mean, I'm not too afraid of these guys anymore now that I have so much health. Um, you know, when in combination with other creatures, they can be a little scary, sure, but by themselves, they're big, they're big pushovers. And that Dragon Lord is gonna ruin my energy wall if he firebombed me where I was standing. So we got a little distance. Someone's calling, but I'm not sure who. Okay, it's not for me. That's good. So this is the perfect spot to set up an energy wall here for the Furies, in my opinion. Just because they have to make, they have to run around corners, kind of like what I was doing. Actually, it's exactly what I was doing with Ghastly Dragons. So it's same trick, different area. And this one is about to go down as well. And I will get my level very quickly because this is actually one of my... You guys ask me often, where do I find the best experience per hour and the best best loot. And combined by myself, this is one of my favorite places for loot and experience per hour. And that is simply because of the variety of creatures, and these creatures, most of the creatures here actually drop loot quite frequently. Quite frequently. Like Infernalists are good about Skull Staffs. Dragon Lords are really one of the only bummers about this area as far as loot goes. And these Infernalists, we're just gonna avalanche and continue to avalanche because why not? And an explosion here or there. Okay, that one's running, so we want to take him down with an SD. And now we're going to take down this, and of course the recovered Diabolic Imp returns. And we're going to try to get an Icicle off. And we bring him down, and he just has a great mana potion and a small enchanted ruby. Nothing really nice, unfortunately. And, oh geez, come on dude, don't run. And we're going to just make sure he doesn't get away, or if he healed there, he would have been dropped for sure anyway, so just a little insurance policy. And this is one of the spots I like to go down, but right now I'm just going to focus on clearing the cave. And we get another lovely Fury. I love these ladies, they're so nice. They are absolutely dolls. Oops, I had my numlock on. I was wondering why I wasn't moving sideways. And she's about to go down, and we just get 2 plats. And unfortunately, the red pieces of cloth that they dropped so frequently, and I'm gonna level up very, very soon, so it's best that I use a lot of my mana and just try to use spells more so than, come on. I knew I had a wave coming. And then just 2 more avalanches, and that one's down. And unfortunately, though, we have just amassed a force to be reckoned with, a wrecking ball of Hellfire Fighters and massive fire elementals. And what we do in this scenario is just haste, sidestep, and avalanche. And the massive fire elementals get brought down fairly quickly. The Hellfire is a little more complicated. It takes a little more time, but he's worth the effort, you know. And we'll check the ashes, might as well. And I didn't loot this one yet because he was in a danger zone. As you guys can see, I'm in a pretty good mood, mostly due to the fact that the Fury Gate's open, and I haven't been here in forever, and I've been wanting to be here for a while, you know, like, it sucks I haven't been able to get in here for so long, and now I finally can. I can rage again, which, just to use up some mana, because I know I'm very, very close to my level, so best to use up that mana. Oh, come on. There we go. And I gotta get another Ring of Healing on, you know. That's a necessity. Popping those. And bam! There we go. Level 282. Awesome. Very, very cool. Very, very cool. And I'll have to get the screenshot from the recording, because I'm gonna post this to my friends. And it seems like they're spawning pretty quickly, so that's cool too. And that means maybe this one's back as well. Well, the Infernalist certainly is. That's fine. We can take down him. And with our mana replenished so generously by our level, that's always nice, you know. And the Icicle brings him down, and we have a Dragon Lord over here. We're going to go over to the east because there's a nice hub of Furies over there, which I will be showing to you guys. And usually what I do is I set an energy wall right there because there's a Fury right over here. And sometimes the Dragon Lords get out of hand and can be a little problematic. So we like to keep them away and separated from the Fury. And we get the typical Terror Rod, which they actually have a really awesome drop rate on Terror Rods. That's like one of their best things that they drop as far as consistency. And there should be, okay, there's the second Dragon Lord. I usually wait for him because I like to do this get a nice E-wave off, and then I start using a combination of avalanches, and since I brought an excess of explosions, I'm going to be using them until they start running, which is going to be about now, and bam, finish them off. Okie dokie. Nothing too great from them, you know, but that's okay. And here there will be some Furies, but first we're going to take care of this Imp. Oh my god, you gotta be fucking... I was gonna say, how did... he just... he hung on. I hate that when they hang on with a sliver. Like, it's like, you should be dead. So the wall I have set up now is pretty convenient for me. I can... and there's a Fury right over to the east too, so there's like 3 Furies in very close proximity over here, which is why it's one of my favorite spots to come to. And you can avoid a lot of the other creatures that are around here if you're sneaky about it. Like, see, there's the other Fury. And now we can get some shots in. Unfortunately, the only thing that will ruin our fun is that massive fire elemental and the Infernalist. So what we're going to do is bring her south, finish her off, and then take care of the Infernalist. And I'm going to put a curse on him just in case he decides to be annoying. Although typically Infernalists are a little easier because I can avalanche them and I don't have to just explosion them compared to like Warlocks. But I usually know where they are even with just explosions. And I'm trying to conserve my avalanches for better things. So, and we're going to icicle him down. Should be able to do it in... there we go. And down he goes, and we'll deal with this massive fire elemental since he's here and ready to go. Couple icicles, couple frigos, and, you know, he's no more. These guys really don't pose much of a threat to me, and it's crazy. I've been hunting here for so long, and, you know, I'm a much higher level now than I was when I started hunting here, and it's just cool to see the you know, the improvement, and also it's a little bit easier for me here now. But at first it was quite challenging because I had not only did I have to learn the spawns, but ooh, okay, so we have a Fury and a and a massive fire elemental. They seem to be spawning pretty quickly today, so there must be a lot of people online or something. Not sure. But anyway, we bring the Fury down. She doesn't drop anything, unfortunately. We're going to use some icicles to bring this guy down. You know, a Grindfest here or there doesn't hurt either. And then, bam. And we'll use our 2 strong mana pots, which we accrued. And, of course, there is another Fury. So we are going to put up that energy wall so she has to move around. Make things a little more complicated for her. She is a demonic bitch, you have to remember. She's basically like a succubus. And I'm hoping for, you know, some steel boots, some assassin daggers, maybe some loot from the Hellfire fighters. You know, we'll see though. Dragonlings are probably the most annoying part of this whole area. I mean, it's nice that you can get them as a mount, but they're really not that great on experience, and no one will tell you that they're good on loot. And if they're telling you they're good on loot, then they're lying to you. Straight up. Ooh, just dodged a beam there, and he destroyed my energy wall, which is completely fine. Didn't need it anyway. I was about done with it. And down he goes, and now we should have we have a Dragon Lord, and we have a Fury to the northwest, and we have a Fury to the southwest. So it's whichever one we would like to take down first, pretty much. But what I am gonna do is put one in this spot. Okay, so this one attacked us first, so this is the one that's going down first. And I can handle 2 Furies at once. It gets a little freaky, but if I have energy walls placed in their proper areas, I'm totally fine. And that was a strong health pot, so. And there she is. Loving my SD damage now with my new spellbook too. 855, like, 578, that was an embarrassing one, but 820, like I'm hitting 820s really consistently. And we get the Infernalist, that's fine. We're going to go ahead and Avalanche just to bring down his Fire Elemental, no need for a little extra damage on us. And we're also going to pull him up a little bit so that we don't have to run him into when he starts running, which will be soon if he isn't already. Nope, he's not, but he will be. Okay, we got him cornered, so that's good. And he wasn't really too bad. Now we'll deal with the Imp. And I will show you guys my experience per hour here once we get things really going. And yeah, chase him down, finish him off. Those guys have good drop rates on Guardian Shields. That's about it. That's like what they're all about. And before we grab the Fury, happy hunting, hunters. Thanks. We're going to go ahead and take out this Dragon Lord and this Infernalist. And, you know, and then go ahead and grab the Fury. But these guys got to come first because they would be some interruptions during, you know. No one likes being interrupted, that's for sure. So, here she is. Oh, look, she was waiting. She was eager. Jeez, if I'd gone any further to the, over there, she would have been right on my tail. And, we're going to pop down to the area I was just talking about and see how it looks. Okay, good. Looks very good. And we're going to put up walls just to ensure that we only have one Fury at a time, because there is a lot of Furies down here, 3 Infernalists, and a Hellfire Fighter. So in combination, those are pretty scary things. And the Infernalists, while they don't hurt so much, the problem with them is the fact that they can bring down my energy walls with their fire bombs. So I try to avoid them until the last second. The Hellfire, ooh, just got hit by a death beam by a Fury. Okay, so we're going to take her out and just get her across. That's fine. And another thing I like to do when I'm hunting down here is pop up and make sure that it hasn't gotten overspawned up top, just because that can happen, and it does. And now I'm really putting myself in the midst of it. So, okay, there's the Hellfire Fighter. Hopefully it's just him and not a Fury following. It doesn't appear to be a Fury with him, so that's good. And we're going to come over here to the corner. Exuragran, move around him, you know, stay out of the way of his beam. And we're going to have to set up new energy walls anyway, because they disappear so quick. But there's another lovely Fury. And we're going to go slow here because it's very easy to get more than one, and I think we just accomplished that actually. But we pull her across, and I drop them so quick now that it's really not that big of a deal if I do get two, because I don't know, they drop like flies with my SD power now, which is very nice. And there's an Infernalist down there hanging out with the Fury. Normally they're over to the east, like cornered in there by themselves, but no, they do have 2 Furies with them. My mistake. Another Terror Rod, and we're going to pop back up here, just make sure that the situation up here is fine. And it is. Right now there's just an Infernalist, but we're going to take him out because, okay, see, the Fury has spawned, and that's why we pop back up, is to make sure that when we do pop back up, we don't get overrun and get ourselves into a very uncomfortable situation. Because I've been in that situation a couple times, and it hasn't led to death. I think it has once, but you know, it's just, there's no need for it, especially when I can pop up, kill this Fury, and then go back down and finish what I was doing down here. And let's see, there's the Infernalist, and he's going behind me. Tricky, tricky. And I usually like to drop them all together with avalanches, but this one he's singled out already, so he's going to get it by himself. Sorry, you probably wanted to die with your friends, but... Okay, and then there should be 2 Furies left. I believe there is. There's one on me, and there's also an Infernalist on me. And we finish the Fury off, and then the Infernalist goes uninvisible. How about that? That was really nice. He didn't have to do that. I was about to avalanche him. But, you know, they can be thoughtful. So let's see some loot. So far, just a bunch of tarot rods, and that's always going to happen. I leave here with, like, backpacks of tarot rods, usually. No joke. It's crazy. But, and you can see why I like it down here. There's far more Furies in a compact area. And this spot right here kind of makes for like a natural running spot. I don't have to set up a wall if I've already dealt with the majority of the Furies. And I don't have to fear getting like 5 on me, which at this point I don't, because one might respawn or the Hellfire might respawn, but we can always deal with that, and it's just an individual one, you know, it's not the full onslaught of them, so that makes a difference. Yeah, like, see, this single Fury just respawned. Yeah, not a big deal. We can just bring her down. And then go loot our friend over there. Oh, shit. Well, they seem to be respawning pretty quick, actually. I may want to go ahead and pop back up right after this Fury, because I don't know what it's looking like up there. It's been a minute. Terror Rod and a Demonic Essence, typical, you know, that's like their staple loot. Okay, it's looking alright. I don't believe the Fury is here. I believe it's just a Dragon Lord and an Infernalist, so that's totally fine. Totally doable, but you know, it's always better to be safe. And I haven't hunted here in a while, so hopefully I brought the right orientation of runes. I tried to do my best. I know I usually bring less pots than I think I need. Oh shit, where did he go? Okay, I got him, good. And now going back up to the north, we have a Hellfire to deal with, and how I deal with him, typically, rather than running him, I take advantage of this little side spot here, and just let him beat on me because his melee is far less intimidating than his beam, and I bring him down fairly quickly anyway. So let's go ahead and check our experience per hour so far. Currently 960, so almost 1,000,000 experience per hour with my boost, which is really nice. That's actually fantastic. And there's a Fury on her way, which I knew there would be, but you know, yeah. So definitely enjoying this. 1,000,000 experience per hour is nice for me because it takes me, let's see, I need 3.6 million experience to level. So even with my 2-hour